Hello everyone, my name is Becca and welcome to Yellow Cat Studios. For today's video, I'm very excited because I'm going to be making a TARDIS dress. I'm a big fan of Doctor Who. Obviously, I've already done some Doctor Who cosplays on my channel, but I've had a couple thrifted dresses for a little while now, and I've been planning on making this TARDIS dress for a long time, and it's finally time. I've always loved seeing what people make for TARDIS dresses. I think everybody is super creative, and I just wanted to jump on the bandwagon and make one for myself as well. This would have been my Comic-Con outfit for this year. I might still be going to Comic-Con later in the year if all goes well with the pandemic. So hopefully I'll be able to wear my TARDIS dress to Comic-Con this year. I'm going to stop talking about it and get started on the dress. Okay, so this is the dress before. It fits pretty well and the color is perfect, but I need to cut off the straps that crisscross in the back because it makes it too tight and the other straps don't actually fit with those on. I'm only going to cut them at the top and then tie them at the back. So I'm going to start with this little corset belt. I got just a plain white one off of Amazon, and I'm adding this black ribbon along the edges of the front faux leather piece to give it kind of a window look. So this is kind of acting as the TARDIS windows for this dress, and I'm just using some fabric glue to put the black ribbon on top. Okay, so my police box sign is drying. I just fabric glued ribbon to the edges to give it a more finished look. I have my dress and my corset belt on my mannequin right now to see where I need to start putting my ribbon onto the skirt. I'm going to use the side panels of the dress for the lines. So I'm going to have some vertical lines and then 3 horizontal lines. I'm not going to do the top one because I don't want you to see it with the opening in the corset. I'm just going to make sure my vertical lines go up under the corset. Okay, so this is where we're at with the dress. I've got one panel done with the ribbons. I'm not entirely sure what happened because I've got a lot of bubbling on the ribbon. It didn't go on quite as flat as I was expecting it to. So we'll see how that turns out with all of the ribbon on there. So next I'm just getting the police box sign ready to go on my dress. I just got this off of Etsy. I will try and remember to link it below. But I'm just adding a line of black ribbon around all of the edges to finish it off. I did end up having to trim the sides at an angle so that it laid nicer on the top of the bodice, which you can see here. And then I'm just going to hand sew it to the bodice. I did a stitch at either strap, one in the middle, and one at either corner. So I found this little bracelet at the thrift store ages ago and I got really excited about it. It has circular Gallifreyan on it and the phrase "demons run when a good man goes to war." It's too big for me to be a bracelet and it's too small for me to be an arm cuff, so I cut off the buttons and I'm fabric gluing on some ribbon. You can see that I'm very much struggling with this fabric glue, but I ended up getting it on there. I used the same ribbon as I did for the dress, and I'm just going to use this to tie on as a choker. Okay, so the dress is done, basically. I've got all the ribbon on there, my police box sign is on there, the corset's done, my little choker that I made is done. So next, I'm going to make a little hooded cloak. I'm just gonna do it to probably about my elbow, maybe a little bit longer. And I'm going to use this gray fabric. I've actually made a cloak out of this stuff before and it's really nice. I'm also going to use another dress that I thrifted. It's a blue sparkly dress and I'm going to take the outer layer of fabric, cut all of that off because it's sheer and it's got all the sparkles on it. I'm going to layer that on top of the cloak, possibly just the shoulder part and not the hood. I have to see how much fabric I get out of that dress. And I'm also going to be putting on some planet patches onto the gray and have the sparkly fabric over top. Okay, so this is the second thrifted dress I have. This is the sheer layer that I'm going to be trying to use for the cloak. So my first step is to just try and cut as much of that off as I can. Okay, so I got all of the fabric cut out, or off of the dress I should say. This one I still need to cut down some of the seams, but for now I'm going to set this fabric aside and actually start with the cloak part because that'll tell me how I can use this fabric. So for the cloak, you measure your length from about your collarbone down to how long you want the cloak. So I'm going to make mine 15 inches. And with this tutorial that I'm using, I will link the website below. It's a really nice, easy to follow tutorial. But you do your length that you want, plus 1 inch, plus 5 inches for the neckline. Okay, so I'm cutting my total length, which is 21 inches times 2. I'm just doing it folded because I don't have the space to not do it folded. And fold it so the selvage edge meets the fold. And then you go from your top corner to your total length. And you mark out a semicircle, and I don't have chalk, so I'm going to use pins. So I make marks at 21 inches. Move the measuring tape, keeping the top at the corner. 21 inches, and do that until I make a curved edge. I had this problem the last time I made this as well. My fabric didn't quite line up, so it ended up being a little bit shorter, which is fine. It's only about an inch, but have a little semicircle. Okay, so because I'm using leftover fabric, I can't follow the tutorial exactly to make the kind of front side pieces. So what I'm going to attempt to do is use the piece that I've already cut to create these two triangles for the front pieces. Did I do that right? Oh, it turns out I cut double what I needed. So I'm just gonna take this and fold it in half and cut it so that I can attach it properly. Next step is to pin everything right sides together. You need to pin and sew along this and do the same on the other side. So I did attempt to make a hood for this cape, but I didn't like how it ended up coming together. I did technically make it, but it didn't look very nice. It didn't fit very nice, so I just scrapped that idea. Okay, so I think I've pieced together how I'm gonna use all of this sparkly fabric over top of my cape. I'm basically just cutting out another cape out of just the sparkly material, and I'm gonna attach it at the neckline. So I took way too long to figure out how to pin and sew the neckline of the cape, but what I did was take my right side of the sparkly fabric and pin it to the wrong side of the gray fabric. That way, when I flipped the sparkly fabric right side out, the stitching and the raw edges would be in between the two pieces of fabric. And I also took this little ruffly piece off of the dress and sandwiched that in between the sparkly fabric and the gray fabric just to give it a little detail. Once I got that all sewn together, I top stitched the neckline so that the fabric sat nice. I used some anti-fray fabric glue along all of my edges, and I added the same blue ribbon to the front edges of the sparkly fabric. And after that, I pinned on my planet patches, got those sewn on, and the cape is done. I am incredibly happy with this cosplay. It turned out so nice. I only have to fix two things. I need to fix the little loop, for my cape is, the ribbon is fraying, so it's coming off. So I gotta re-sew that and put some fabric glue on it so it won't fray anymore. And since I only tacked down the police box sign in the middle and the sides, I have it coming up a little bit, so I need to go in. I think I need to take these stitches out, lay it down, and restitch all along the bottom so that it doesn't come up and have a gap. But other than that, it looks so nice. I'm very happy with it. These earrings, I will link the Facebook page. They're from a local mother-daughter jewelry place, Full Moon Jewelry, here in Airdrie. And oh, they have an Etsy. Okay, I'll link their Etsy. I don't want to take it off. It looks so nice. Makeup, I'm gonna have glitter on my face for the foreseeable future, but I think it all came together really nice. I'm very happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I obviously did. I had so much fun creating, designing, and wearing this cosplay. And I hope that shows, because that's one of my favorite parts of cosplay. If and when, hopefully, I go to Comic-Con in September in Calgary, I will be wearing this, so I'll get footage of that. I am going to make my mom a Dalek dress because she's planning on coming to Comic-Con with me. So I'll do a little video about that. If you want to see photos of this cosplay and other cosplays I've done, you can follow me on Instagram at Becca_becomes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more cosplay, DIY, and other content. Leave a like if you liked this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!